Hello everyone, I am Chatterly Mercorio. So for this video, I will going to discuss to you the product differentiation. Alam ko naman na familiar na kayo sa term na to kasi napag-aralan na natin nito in the past few years. So, hayaan niyo akong i-refresh kung ano nga ba talaga ang product differentiation. So, ano nga ba talaga ang product differentiation? So, ang product differentiation sa madaling salita is binabago mo yung physical features at iba't ibang aspect ng product na ino-offer mo sa market para magkaroon ng kakaiba sa ino-offer mo kaysa sa ibang firms na kaparehas mo ng ino-offer na product. Halimbawa na lamang is nagbebenta ka ng milk tea. So, basically, napakaraming mga shops na nagbebenta ng milk tea. So, paano mo nga ba maiiba yung product na ino-offer mo kaysa sa ibang firms na nag-o-offer ng same product? So, sa'yo na yan kung paano mo iibahin yung product mo. It's either the flavor, the packaging, or kung paano mo i-offer yung product mo. Product differentiation is a business strategy where firms attempt to gain a competitive advantage by increasing the perceived value of their product or services relative to the perceived value of other firms' product or services. These other firms can be rivals or firms that provide substitute products or services. By increasing the perceived value of its product or services, a firm will be able to charge a higher price than it would otherwise. This higher price can increase a firm's revenues and generate a competitive advantage. So let us now proceed to the basis of product differentiation. A large number of authors drawing on both theory and empirical research have developed lists of ways firms can differentiate their product or services. Some of these are listed in Table 5.1. Although the purpose of all of these bases of product differentiation is to create the perception that firms' product or services are universally valuable, different bases of product differentiation attempt to accomplish this objective in different ways. So, there's a lot of researchers na gumawa ng theory or nang nag-develop ng list kung paano ma-differentiate or maiba ang isang product from physical appearance, purposes, or process sa paggawa ng product. Depende na rin yan sa isang firm kung product ba or services yung ino-offer nila. So, on this table, these are the attributes of product and services that you can improve to differentiate your product. First is the product features, product complexity, timing of product introduction, location, or on relationships between itself and its customers are product customization, consumer marketing, product reputation, or on linkage within or between firms is linkage among functions within a firm, linkages with the other firms, product mix, distribution channels, and service and support. So, first is the product features. The most obvious way that firms can try to differentiate their product is by altering the features of the product they sell. So, sobrang common na din sa mga iba't ibang business na iniiba yung physical appearance or yung itsura ng product na ino-offer nila. Isa sa mga halimbawa na lang dito is yung sa mga sasakyan, di ba? Like iniiba or ini-improve nila yung iba't ibang parte ng sasakyan depende sa generation. May mga ibang sasakyan na makaluma tignan and may mga sasakyan din na parang na modern yung design. Isa pa sa mga halimbawa dito is yung cellphone. Gaya ng iPhone, every year or every other 2 years, nag-i-improve sila ng design or nag-iiba sila ng design. Gaya dun sa likod ng camera, from 1 camera to 3 cameras na dati meron ding home button, ngayon wala na din. Next is the product complexity. Product complexity can be thought of as a special case of altering a product's feature to create product differentiation. In a given industry, product complexity can vary significantly. May mga ibang firms na ini-improve yung purpose from single to multiple purposes ng isang product. Halimbawa is ballpen ang ino-offer mong product. So, ang purpose ng ballpen is makapagsulat. May mga ibang company na dinadagdagan pa ng ibang feature yung ballpen. Like, pwede na siyang pangsulat, tapos lalagyan mo pa siya ng kutsilyo for self-defense. Or depende na din yun sa firm kung ano yung pwede nilang ilagay sa ballpen. From single use to multiple purposes na din. Next is the timing of product introduction. Introducing a product at the right time can also help create product differentiation. Isa sa mga reason kung paano pwede maging product differentiation ang isang ino-offer mong product is kung paano ka mauuna mag-offer ng product bago maglabas din ang ibang mga firms ng same product. May mga ibang firms na ayaw yung maging first mover. Mas prefer nila yung last mover because they are looking for the right time so that they can gain a competitive advantage. Halimbawa na lamang is the milk tea. Actually, ang milk tea matagal na yan nag-exist pero ngayon lamang siya nauso. So basically, there's other firms na nag-develop ng iba't ibang flavor ng milk tea or nagbibigay sila ng iba't ibang twist because it's getting trend na. Isa halimbawa is sa isang lugar mayroong isang firm na nagbebenta ng trendy tops. Kapag nakita ng ibang firm na itong nagbebenta ng trendy tops is naging patok, gagayahin din ng ibang firms na magtinda o magbenta ng trendy tops. Yung iba lalagyan nila ng twist para maiba sila dun sa original na nagbenta ng trendy tops. So, ang point dito, may mga ilang customer na mas prefer bumili doon sa original na firm na nag-offer ng pinakaunang product sa lugar nila o sa isang industry. So, basically, kapag mas nauuna ka, mas una ka rin makaka-gain ng customers. So, next is the location. The physical location of a firm can also be a source of product differentiation. May mga ibang firms na sa location sila bumabase para magkaroon sila ng product differentiation. Paano? Depende na lamang yan sa product na ino-offer mo. Kung magbebenta ka ng gadgets, alangan naman sa liblib na lugar ka magbebenta ng product mo. So much better kung sa mas maraming tao like mall, palengke, ka magbenta ng product. Kasi doon mas maraming tao. And isa na rin yun sa mga pinaka-advantage mo as a nagbebenta ng gadgets. Focusing on the relationship between a firm and its customers. So, the second group of basis of product differentiation identified in the table 5.1 focuses on the relationship between a firm and its customers. So, first is the product customization. Products can be also differentiated by the extent to which they are customized for a particular customer application. Product customization is an important basis for product differentiation in a wide variety of industries, from enterprise software to bicycle. Product customization ang ilan sa mga ginagawa ng ibang firms para matawag na may product differentiation ang product na ino-offer nila. Kino-customize nila yung product na binili nila, then i-offer nila yung kinostomize na product to the higher price. Halimbawa na lamang sa motorsiklo. So, halimbawa, binili mo siya sa halagang 30,000 pesos. Then, after that, papalitan mo na yung iba't ibang party ng motor and i-replace mo siya ng mas magandang design or mas matibay na iba't ibang parts. After nun, pwede mo na siyang ibenta sa mas mataas na price than the original price. So, basically, doon na rin papasok ang product differentiation. So, next is the consumer marketing. Differential emphasis on consumer marketing has been a basis for product differentiation in a wide variety of industries. Through advertising and other consumer marketing efforts, firms attempt to alter the perception of current and potential customer whether or not the specific attributes of a firm's product or services are actually altered. Kung ang ibang firms, sa product sila bumabase para magkaroon ng product differentiation, may ibang firms na sa field sila kumukuha ng paraan para magkaroon ng product differentiation sa ino-offer nila. Halimbawa na lamang sa advertising. May mga advertisement na hindi talaga pinapakita doon sa palabas yung physical attribution ng isang product na ina-advertise nila. Minsan, nire-relate nila yung product nila sa isang bagay o sa isang tao para ma-feature yung product. Halimbawa sa Milo, na sports-oriented sila. Mostly, mga sports player yung nag-a-advertise mismo ng product nila. As you can see, meron ibang mga product like Mountain Dew's marketing efforts changed dramatically. As light as a morning dew in the mountains became the Dew, and Mountain Dew focused its marketing efforts on young, mostly male, extreme sports-oriented consumers. Young men riding snowboards, rollerblades, mountain bikes, and skateboards, mostly upside down, became central to most Mountain Dew commercials. Ang Mountain Dew rin daw ay naging isang sponsor of a wide variety of extreme sports contests and an important sponsor of the X Games on ESPN. Reputations. Perhaps the most important relationship between a firm and its customers depends on a firm's reputation in its marketplace. Indeed, a firm's reputation is really no more than a socially complex relationship between a firm and customers. Once developed, a firm's reputation can last a long time, even if the basis of the reputation no longer exists. So, magkakaroon ng napakagandang relationship between a firm at sa customers depended sa reputation or image niya sa isang marketplace. Having a good image is very important kasi dito nagre-reflect lahat ng performance ng isang firm. Mapa-good news man or bad news. A firm that has tried to exploit its reputation for cutting-edge entertainment is MTV, a division of Viacom Incorporation. Although several well-known video artists including Madonna have had their videos banned from MTV, it has still been able to develop a reputation for risk-taking on television. MTV believes that its viewers have come to expect the unexpected in MTV programming. One of the first efforts to exploit and reinforce this reputation for risk-taking was Beavis and Butthead, an animated series starring two teenage boys with serious social and emotional development problems. More recently, MTV exploited its reputation by inventing an entirely new genre of television, the reality TV, through its real-world and road rules programs. Not only are these shows cheap to produce, they build on the reputation that MTV has providing entertainment that is a little risky, a little sexy, and a little controversial. Indeed, MTV has been so successful in providing this kind of entertainment that it had to form an entirely new cable station, which is the MTV2, to actually show music videos. So let us now proceed to the focusing on links within and between firms. These are the third group of bases of product differentiation identified in Table 5.1, focuses on links within and between firms. So first is the linkages between functions. A less obvious but still important way in which a firm can attempt to differentiate its product is through linking different functions within the firm. For example, is research in the pharmaceutical industry suggests that firms vary in the extent to which they are able to integrate different scientific specialty such as genetics, biology, chemistry, and pharmacology to develop new drugs. Firms that are able to form effective multidisciplinary teams to explore new drugs category have what some have called archi-competence, that is, the ability to use organizational structure to facilitate coordination among scientific disciplines to conduct research. Firms that have this competence are able to more effectively pursue product differentiation strategies by introducing new and powerful drugs than those that do not have this competence. and the pharmaceutical industry, where firms that introduce such drugs can experience very large positive returns. The ability to coordinate across function is an important source of competitive advantage. So next is links with other firms. Another basis of product differentiation is linkages with other firms. Here, instead of differentiating a product or service on the basis of linkages between functions within a single firm or linkages between different products, differentiation is based on explicit linkages between one firm's product and the product or services of other firms. Instead na i-differentiate mo yung product mo or ibahin mo yung physical appearance, purposes, or in any aspect ng isang product, ang gagawin mo na lang is magkakaroon ka na lang ng collaboration with other firms. Pwede rin sa organizations or iba't ibang firm sa industry. So, let's proceed to product mix. One of the outcome of links among functions within a firm and links between firms can be changes in the mix of products a firm brings to the market. This mix of products or services can be a source of product differentiation, especially when those products or services are technologically linked or when a single set of customer purchases a several of firms' products or services. For example, technological interconnectivity is an extremely important selling point in the information technology business and thus an important basis of potential product differentiation. However, seamless interconnectivity, where companies A's computers talk to companies B's computers across companies C's data line, merging a database created by companies D's software with a database created by company E's software to be used in calling center that operates with companies F's technology, has been extremely difficult to realize. For this reason, some of information technology firms try to realize the goals of interconnectivity by adjusting their product mix, that is, by selling a bundle of products whose interconnectivity they can control and guarantee to customers. This goal of selling a bundle of interconnected technologies can influence firms' research and development, strategic alliance, and merger and acquisition strategies because all these activities can influence the set of products a firm brings to market. Isa din dito sa example is yung sa shopping malls na nag-i-include ng iba't ibang klaseng stores like grocery store, mga salon, pharmacies, at iba pa. So sa kabuuan, may mga specific store for specific people para mas mapadali yung pagbili ng mga customers. So, next is the service and support. Finally, products have been differentiated by the level of service and support associated with them. For example, some personal computers firms have very low levels of service provided by independent service dealers. Others have outsourced service and support functions to overseas companies, often in India. On the other hand, some firms continue to staff support centers with highly qualified individuals, thereby providing a high level of support.